What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. First and foremost, I apologize for the huge delay. I'm trying something a little bit different. I'll explain it a little bit later, but for now, no further introductions. Let's get right into this. If you've played MLB The Show, then you've probably never been drafted before the 15th round in Road to the Show, which is basically the mode that we play Pretty Boy on. My goal today is to see if it's actually possible to get drafted higher than the 15th round. Just to be completely honest, the better I do in the scouting games, the later we get drafted. I mean, yes, you'll still make it to the MLB, but out of curiosity, I thought this would be a good idea. First of all, what the heck is this picture? Doesn't really matter where we're from. We're just gonna say at sea, because that's the most random thing here. We're gonna go with shortstop. I feel like that's a valued position. The default name that they give you is Joe Random, and I think we're actually gonna keep it at that. That should be interesting. Number 59, that seems random enough. We're gonna become a switch hitter. That might be nice. They actually have the audio for Joe Random. The pre-made heads in this game are so amazing. The only customization we're gonna make here is his abnormally large chin. I don't even want to know what's going on. We can adjust the amount of double chin he has. That's a bit concerning. And finally for the hair, what do we go with here? The mullet? Nope, I made up my mind. He's balding. This is just the perfect character. No one can beat Joe Random. Equipment doesn't matter right now. We're gonna start the evaluation with the easiest hitting difficulty on. Man, I can't speak right now. Nice hit to start off the evaluation, if you want to call it. I love how we're hitting absolute bombs and our draft stock isn't going up at all. I take that back. This is almost harder on the easier difficulty because you have to actually sit back on the ball. I'm used to swinging as fast as possible, but this guy's throwing like a child. Oh my goodness, our draft stock is unreal. And a great hit to end it off. That should be a hit in an actual game as well, so it's always nice to see. Now we need to be really on top of it in the field. I forgot how bad I was at playing at shortstop. I haven't played shortstop once in my entire life because I play baseball with my left hand, so it just doesn't really work out. I write with my right but play sports with my left. We're not going to get into that. It's way too deep. I think the only time I've been this high with draft stock is with Pretty Boy. I love how the coach isn't making direct eye contact with us while he's talking to us. It's labeling us as born in Minnesota when I clearly said we're from at sea. Is Minnesota now considered at sea? If we continue to do that well in the showcase games, I think there's a chance that we might get drafted before the 15th round, unless MLB The Show counts the 15th round as the first round. That would make much sense to me, but I mean, I guess I just want you to feel bad. Other games do it. Madden for sure. That's what Madden takes pride in. Batting 8th, that's kind of disgraceful. I feel like we absolutely crushed the scouting combine, and they're just like not giving us any opportunity. But while I'm saying that, we get a single into left field. We're gonna skip the base running. That looks like we have a fielding play in the bottom of the third with a runner on first. We get the double play. That's always nice. Our draft stock should be going up as far as I know. Now we have another hitting opportunity in the top of the fourth. Solid hit. I don't think that's gone though. It will not. The center fielder gets there. Very unfortunate. Now we have another hitting opportunity with two guys on base in the top of the fifth. Solid hit into center field, and that should be another RBI for us. Now in the top of the seventh, we have a man on second base, no outs, and another hitting opportunity. That should be another RBI for us if the guy on third is fast enough, and he is. It's 9-2. The score doesn't matter in this game, but I'm still happy. And we got another hitting opportunity here. Not many people hitting to us in the field, but I'm always happy with hitting. That is a monstrous hit. That should be out of the park, and it is a home run for Joe Random, the man, the myth, the chin. Now in the bottom of the ninth, no outs, one guy on base. We have a fielding opportunity. Now we'll get through for a single. Not worried about the lead right now. And we lost. Oh my goodness, it was our pitcher. Andy Baldwin, you got some serious issues to work out. We were up by 6 runs, and in the bottom of the 9th, you blow it? What does that even mean? Batting 9th. We might be the best hitter on the team, and you're making us bat 9th. Why would you not make us our cleanup hitter? But as I'm saying that, we get out. Now we have another fielding play here at the shortstop position. That should be an easier ground ball for the first out of the inning. Now another hitting opportunity in the top of the 4th with 2 outs. We sat on that curveball very well. That will be, however, the final out of the inning. Now in the bottom of the 4th, another fielding opportunity. Amazing throw to first, and that is the end of the inning. Another hitting opportunity here. We're 0 for 2, which is disappointing. Top of the 7th, no outs, nobody on base, and we steam it to right field, but that will be caught. Bottom of the 7th, another fielding opportunity for us. Brian Cho hitting our way. That should be a double play, and it's not. Joe Random now up to the plate. We can't go 0 for 4 in this game. That shouldn't be caught, and it won't, and that's in the gap. We're not fast enough to make that a triple, however. We do get an RBI double, though, and you can't complain with that. Bottom of the 9th, we have another fielding opportunity. Top of the 11th, we are up to bat yet again, and that is absolutely crushed into the gap in right center field. We're going to hold that to a double, though. We end up winning the game, which is always nice. Really came alive in the end of that game with 2 doubles. Hopefully the scouts take notice and we are able to get drafted before the 15th round. And if we don't, the experiment has been failed, and that very well could happen. I've never personally gotten drafted before the 15th round, which is the whole purpose on why I made this video. 16th round? We got drafted for the Detroit Tigers. I feel like I should have gone higher, yes. That's a little bit disappointing. It looks like since we did almost perfect, definitely didn't do perfect, but we did fairly good, and to get drafted in the 16th round instead of the 15th is just kind of funky. Position doesn't really matter, I don't think. I think I'm best at center field. For the name, we're just gonna go with the beloved Bilbo Baggins from The Hobbit. We'll go number 73 because I just feel like that's the most random you can get. Right or left-handed, I don't think this necessarily means anything in what we're doing. I'm just gonna go left anyways. For this try, we're gonna go with anomaly because I feel like that's the best combination of strengths. I would change our character from the default, but we don't have enough time for that right now. But we can't leave without giving him a mohawk. I think we're ready. Appointment doesn't matter right now. We're just gonna try and get right into the showcase games as fast as possible. I was planning to turn down the difficulty to see if that would help us a little bit, but it didn't really give me the chance. We'll start the evaluation. Good hit to start it. That wasn't too good though. Draft stock is still relatively high. That would have been caught in a real game, but for now they're gonna call it as a solid hit. We're not doing the absolute best right now, so that kind of hurts me. Our draft stock is wicked low, but that hit could change it all. Is that out of here? It's definitely not. Those fouls really hurt us. 2 pitches left, now 1 pitch. For some reason that grounder just rocketed our draft stock. Then that final hit, I think that would be a hit in a real game, so it should help us out a little bit. Almost a home run too. Our fielding needs to be as good as possible to get our draft stock as high as possible. Then we need to be an absolute GOAT in the scouting games. This is already our 4th fly ball, and our draft stock has stayed close to where it was before. We might have to take multiple takes for this. I'm not exactly sure how long this video will be. What I'm looking at right now probably will get us drafted at the same spot, if not lower. Very meh performance. Our 60-yard dash was 6.62. That's okay. Pretty Boy took 11 seconds to run 60 yards, so that's definitely worse. Our hitting wasn't the best. Our fielding was solid though. We have an A potential. That's a bold statement. Looks like we're batting third. Our coach has some serious guts. No outs, man on second and first. And we start out swinging at a disgusting pitch. That's definitely not going to be a hit unless we got some serious burners, and we don't. Up to the plate once again in the top of the third. 2 outs, man on first. And they decide to pitch it out. That's a solid hit, but it's going to be caught in left field. Top of the 6th, 1 out, man on first base. We desperately need a hit right here. We hit that into the gap. That should be much more than a single. We're gonna go 2. That's definitely what we need in this situation. Oh, we actually got an RBI too. I don't really care about base running right now. Wow, we actually ended up scoring a run. Very impressive. Now it looks like we have another fielding play in the bottom of the 7th.
Catch made in straightaway center. Second.
I don't know what the heck that was. Bilbo looked like he was about to fall over on himself. And just like that, it's back to a tied game. That should be caught by the center fielder, and it will be. Unless we go into extra innings, we're going to go 1 for 4 with an RBI double in this game. 2 outs, top of the 10th, man on second and first. My dude, just out of nowhere, the guy on second decides to steal and ruin our chances. Looks like we're going to have yet another at-bat, though, in the top of the 11th. 0-1. We swing and foul it off. 0-2 now. We need to really clutch up. Stone cold take on that last pitch. That should be caught. And it will be. We're 1-5. That is not pretty. Looks like that's going to be the end of the game. We lost by 4, which is disappointing, but these games don't really matter, so it's all good. I'm on the 2nd highest hitting difficulty in the entire game, so I'm just going to go right down to beginner. Hopefully that helps. Here it is, the MLB draft. We're just going to fast forward to when they pick us. It's in the 15th round, and we are going to the Baltimore Orioles. That doesn't matter right now because we were drafted in the 15th round, of course, just like every other career mode we have made, or whatever you want to call this mode, I don't know. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video as much as I did. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out.